Hello, my name is Jeremy Ramos. So today I'll be talking about the difference between astrology and astronomy. So the first thing people come to their mind, what is astrology? What is astronomy? So astronomy is the scientific study of celestial objects such as stars, planets, comets, and galaxies, and phenomena that originate outside the Earth's atmosphere, such as cosmic background radiation. Astrology is the study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies, interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world. So I'm going to go in detail about the history of astrology. So over time, astrology developed into a much stronger belief, one that actually predicted that the movements of celestial bodies and studies their relative positions in the sky. Based on that, practitioners of astrology would be able to divine events that would occur on Earth, both to themselves and others. It originally began as a calendar to help the farmers. So, as you can see with this image right here, the sun's right there, and those are the constellations. So, right now, we're in April 2nd. So, right now, in order, the first thing on top left will be Aries. So, it will finish on April 20th. So that constellation will still appear till April 20th. And then the next one will be Taurus with a new constellation. So as of right now, the moon is reflecting on basically the past events like Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, and Leo, and so forth. So I want to go into detail about the calendar. If you guys don't know, astrologers associate the signs of the zodiac with specific parts of the body, believing that these signs have an effect on those parts. The dates listed on both sides are the sun's place in each astrological sign. This is not to be confused with the moon's place in the zodiac, which is used for calculating our charts and calendars. So I'm gonna go back to the slide. As you can see right now, the moon is facing Aries, and then sooner Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. So don't be confused right now with like if your like birthday passed like in Aquarius or Pisces, right now the sun is not going to reflect to that. So it's already in part of the moon. So don't get confused on that part. So it'll happen until months. So based on this information, we're going to talk about the history of astronomy. Astronomy is one of the most widely respected and exciting scientific fields, as it has not only taught our species about the fascinating contents of our solar system, galaxy, and universe, but also more about life on our planet as well as our origin. Astronomy has roots that date back thousands of years, which is often why the two areas of study are mixed up or seem to be the same. So as you can see with this image right there, that is the origin of our solar system. Excuse me, not source, the universe. So as the origin like goes around, basically kind of like our solar system, but right now it orbits all around the sun in a circle, and it takes much time. So So there's different types of astronomy. So there are two types. Optical astronomy, the study of celestial objects in the visible band, and non-optical astronomy, the use of instruments to study objects in the radio through gamma ray wavelengths. Non-optical is sorted into wavelength ranges such as infrared astronomy, gamma ray astronomy, radio astronomy, etc. So you can see at the bottom right there, the energy is used, but I'm gonna go into that later on. As you can see in this top right corner, that is the Hubble Space Telescope, which is the optical astronomy in that. So it is operable in the ground and in space. So just like in history, these instruments are very sensitive to the wavelengths of light. However, there are more observatories dedicated to specific wave ranges. So these particular instruments allow astronomers to create a picture of the universe, the space, and the entire electromagnetic spectrum, just like in this left picture of the object as the stars. So obviously from the bottom here, from low energy to high energy. They give information about the evolution and physics of some of the most dynamic objects and processes in the universe, such as neutron stars, black holes, gamma rays, and explosions. So these types of astronomy work together to teach about the structure of of the stars, planets, and galaxies. So in regards to this right now, this bottom part, they say it's mixed up or seem to be the same. And it is true because some parts are the same, some parts are different. So I'm going to start with the difference between both of them. So for astronomy, it is the comparison of objects in space using physics. It is affected by gravity and mathematics, not faith. This is a scientific comparison known as change. So astronomy is a science. So astronomy is one of the oldest sciences. And what I mean by that is that astronomy was created in the 4th century. Basically, when we were not born yet. So it is combined with the evolution of chemistry, physics, meteorology, and motion of celestial objects, as well as formation and development of the universe. For astrology, it is the alignment of stars and planets. It is used to predict or define human lives and can be often be considered faith, meaning no matter what you do, the outcome will be the same. And astronomy focuses more on belief. So astrology, is the belief that the alignment of stars and planets affects every individual's mood, personality, and environment depending on when he or she was born. So, regards to like your um, zodiac sign, it has specific details on like what your personality is gonna be like. But honestly, there's some people say that it could be true, and then some they're like, oh, it's not. It's like different other zodiac sign. So similarities. One similarity that exists between astrology and astronomy is the way in which they originated. So astronomy originated in the ancient world when people began to notice that heavenly bodies moved in a specific consistent motion. The more people understood about the movement of the heavenly bodies, the easier it was for people to keep track of time. Astrology also had its birth in ancient times, and people began to study the universe much more intensely as time progressed. In doing so, people began to claim that the movement and position of the planets predicted events on Earth and events in people's lives. Another similarity that exists in time, which they involve the study of the universe. So astrology, of course, going back to this definition, goes back into our planets, sun and moon, zodiac signs combined with others and other events. In astronomy, of course, the study of the universe based on the bodies, the gas, and dust within it. So therefore, with those both are concerned with the study of the universe, they are very different, of course. So don't be confused with that too much, since they have their own comparisons. To end this off, I made two quotes, one from astrology and one from astronomy. So Dane Rihar is an astrologer. So he said, astrology is a language. If you understand this language, this guy speaks to you. Basically, like the events. It talks to us. And Sir Fred Hoyle, an astronomer. Space isn't remote at all. It's only an hour drive away if your car could go straight upwards. Obviously, that's not going to happen unless if it's a miracle. So, so thank you for listening to my presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.